So our topic for today is all about classification of electric current and wires and cables. Electric current is classified as either direct current or DC, flowing in a single direction, or alternating current or AC, which periodically reverses direction. A wire is defined as one electrical conductor, while a cable is defined as a group of individually insulated wires or conductors. In case together in sheeting, sheeting is a non-conducting material with protective properties to shield the conducting part of a wire or cable. Although wire is a good conductor, it can still have some resistance. Wire and cables can be made from various materials such as copper, gold, aluminum. The materials each have different resistances. Thick wire will have a lower resistance than thin wire made from the same material. Resistance of the wire can change proportionally with change in temperature or length of the wire. Wire size indicates the diameter of the metal conductor of the wire. When choosing the size of wire, you must consider the gauge of the wire capacity, and what the wire will be used for. If the wire is too small, too much current will be sent through, causing the wire to drop more power in the power of the watts, because there is such a high resistance. Wire. There are two types of wire, solid or stranded. The two categories of single conductor wires are solid and stranded, also called braided. Solid wire is rigid and conducts electricity better. Stranded wire consists of similar wires braided together. Stranded wires are less prone to breakage when flexed repeatedly, which is why type of wire is common in phone chargers. Jumper wires are pre-cut, flexible stranded wires of different lengths that have stiff ends to allow the wire to be easily inserted in a breadboard. Hook-up wire is typically single conductor insulated wire used in low current, low voltage, or less than 600 volts applications for making internal connections. It comes in a range of gauges and lengths. Once the hookup wire is cut to the desired length, a wire stripper can be used to strip off the insulation, allowing the metal conductor to be attached to a circuit. Magnet wire is a copper or aluminum wire coated with a very thin layer of insulation. Magnet wire allows multiple layers of a wire to be wound together without short-circuiting. When the wire is wound into a coil and energized, it creates an electromagnetic field. Magnet wire is often used in transformers, inductors, motors, electromagnets, Tesla coils, and other applications that require tight coils of insulated wire. Wire wrap is a wire ideal for wire wrapping, hence the name. The silver-plated copper wire is highly flexible and well insulated, yet resistant to abrasion. Wire wrapping is great for prototypes because it is easy to make point-to-point connections and to repair them. The connections made with wire wrappings is more reliable than soldered connections because of the amount of contact the wire makes with the post.
Medium-duty and heavy-duty rubber cables are generally available in 1 to 5 cores and multi-core structures. The rated voltages are usually 300/500 volts and 450/750 volts. The conductor uses highly flexible fine copper wires with stable electrical performance, while the insulation and sheath offer high flexibility, abrasion resistance, and oil resistance. Therefore, rubber cables are widely used in mobile equipment and construction machinery where flexibility and where resistance are required.
This is a quick and safest wiring connection tricks for you.
There are two forms of electricity we power up our lives: DC, direct current, and AC, alternating current. DC, direct current, is the foundation of our battery-powered electronic devices to keep things humming. Connecting the battery to an appliance with attaching positive and negative terminals, the electricity will flow in one direction, goes out one side of the battery to the appliance, and flows out of the appliance back to the battery. From smartphones to renewable solar electricity and EVs, they all use DC direct current.
What is direct current? Direct current is an electric current that flows in one direction only. This means that it can't change its magnitude and direction.
What is the difference between the two types of electricity, alternating current, AC, and direct current, DC? And what are they used for? DC is when electricity flows in a single direction. Think of it like the flow of a river. Because of this, DC is used in battery storage. Alternating current, on the other hand, alternates. The flow of electricity is constantly reversed as current is transmitted. AC power is used by generators or the outlets in our homes. DC power is easier to store, however it is harder to convert voltage, making it costly and requiring a lot of transmission lines. AC, on the other hand, is easier to handle and is generally more efficient because it can travel long distances, but it requires a much higher voltage, which can be dangerous.
The difference between direct current and alternating current. Direct current, or DC, and alternating current, or AC, are two fundamental types of electric current. Here is their main difference. Direct current, DC. The electrons always flow in the same direction, from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. It is generated by cells, batteries, or solar panels. Its movement speed is relatively slow. Direct current can be stored. It is measured in volts, voltage, and in amps, intensity. Fluent. Alternative. Enough. The electrons flow in both directions of the circuit alternately. It is generated by alternators in power plants. His movement speed is faster. Alternating current cannot be stored directly. In America, its frequency is 60 Hertz, 60 oscillations per second. In summary, direct current is a stable, unidirectional flow, while alternating current oscillates in its amplitude and polarity cyclically. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments.
Ngayon, i-discuss natin ang different types of electronic cables. Dito, i-discuss natin kung para saan yung iba't ibang kable na nakikita mo usually sa bahay nyo at sa iba pang lugar. So, number 1 natin dyan is yung coaxial or yung tinatawag na coax. So, coaxial cable is a type of electrical cable consisting of an inner conductor, so yung tanso na nakikita nyo sa gitna, surrounded by a concentric conducting shield or metallic shield with two separated by dielectric material. Ano ba yung sinasabi ko? So, yan po yung wire na ginagamit natin kapag kayo ay nagdudugtong ng antena ng internet. Yan po yung makalumang coaxial natin. So, kapag meron kayong TV box sa bahay, yan po yung wire mula sa antena nyo papunta sa digital box. Number 2, twisted pair cable. So, madali lang naman siya intindihin. Twisted pair. So, yung magkapareho ng kulay, nakatwist pa. Ayan. So, makikita nyo yung parehong blue magkasama, orange magkasama, brown, green. Ganon. So, twisted pair together siya. So, parallel to each other. So, magkakasama sila, nakarolyo lang, magkakasama ang parehong kulay. Then, we also have the screen or shielded cable. Itong klaseng cable na to ay ginagamit sa low-level audio. So, usually, saan ba ginagamit? Microphone. Yan po yung wire po sa loob ng inyong microphone system. Kapag nagkakaraoke, ayan po yung gamit nilang wiring or cable. Then, we also have the Ethernet cable. Sa Ethernet cable class, ito yung type of network cable na dinudugtong natin mula sa ating router papunta sa ating mga computer. Ayan. So, yan yung may mga maliliit na wiring na ang hirap isuksok. Ayan. So, para magka-connect ang ating mga computer or Wi-Fi, we are using the Ethernet cable. Then, we also have the fiber optic cable. Sa fiber optic cable class, ito yung ginagamit ng mga internet service provider natin or ISP para magkaroon tayo ng internet sa bahay from poste to poste. So, yung sa loob ng wire, imbis na tanso, ang nandoon ay mga fiberglass or fiber optic glass. So, dyan nagtatransmit ng data para mas mabilis. Then, meron tayong DBC. So, this is a kind of communication transmission cable which is especially designed to buried under the ground without any kind of extra covering. So, ito yung klase ng wire na ginagamit natin kapag yung internet kailangan natin ipadaan sa ilalim ng lupa. So, hindi na kailangan ng extra protection kasi matibay na to, may additional covering and protection na siya. And we also have the ribbon cable. Ito yung pinaka-obsolete o yung hindi na ginagamit sa atin, class. Ang ribbon cable, siya yung nakaparallel each other. So, kakahilera ang mga wires. Tapos, nag-handle lang siya ng low voltage application. Usually, ginagamit to sa mga lumang computers na may mga floppy disk at lumang DVD-ROMs. Yan.
Here's a type of electrical wiring and their purpose. 1. Non-metallic cable, general-purpose wiring often used in buildings. 2. Armor cable, provides additional protection against physical damage. 3. Metal-clad cable, offers superior protection against damage and environmental factors. 4. THH and OUT-HW in wire, used for high-temperature applications. 5. Underground feeder cable, designed for burying underground. 6. Low voltage wiring, used for low voltage applications, such as security systems. 7. Phone and data wire, for telephone and data network connections. 8. Coaxial cable, used for transmitting high-frequency signals like television or internet. If you like this content, like and follow, subscribe for future upload.
Copper core PVC insulated wire (VB wire) is a wire copper core PVC insulated wire mainly used for electrical wiring homes, commercial and industrial buildings. BV wire has good insulation and conductive properties and can transmit power signals safely and reliably. can be used for wiring sockets, switches, lamps, and other electrical appliances.